welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Volunteers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Arizona Wildcats offense will get first crack at it today. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
To the ground with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Finds his man. It's Patterson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the air, it's Fafita. Got it in the middle, it's Patterson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it.
Oh, it's out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Racing down the left side. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown ball. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He'll do it himself. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where.
Breaks into the open. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Slings it downfield. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. To the air, it's Fafita. They're working that left side. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will go to work for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That's caught. It's Staley. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Touchdown, Arizona. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Makes the catch, it's Staley. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, going up top. Caught over the middle, it's Staley. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Bishop. To the 15. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Gonna look downfield again. Looking for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer! And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
He's got it again. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got his man to the left. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to pass, it's Fafita. Grab near the marker, it's Burnett. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Flips it out on the screen. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Florida is currently ahead on the scoreboard, but it's clear Tim Tebow's not out there, and because of that, I don't see a blowout today in the Swamp. They're up by 10 over Georgia Tech. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Sure hands, it's Thomas. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Got room to work. Plows through the defense. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Arizona going back to work with another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Throws to the tight end. It's complete. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to keep it in the air. Buying some time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Oh, he's got some space. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. 6th play of the drive coming up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds and no gain on the play.
This D coordinator, man, he will take sacks any way he can get them. They weren't able to get it right off the bat, but tremendous job pursuing. Nice speed. Everybody keeping their eye on the QB. They're able to force him out of bounds to create that negative play.
That's caught. It's Matthews. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Runs through a tackle. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee!
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
A strike downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Quickly to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Patterson.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Patterson. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see
running free. Find some fresh air. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown ball.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The option look. He'll pitch it. Shakes off the defender. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. The Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Fafita. Caught near the sticks, it's Burnett. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. And the Wildcats look to keep this drive humming. Off play action on first down. Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Hudson. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on! And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. They'll give it to the back. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Works the middle of the field. Looks as if Arizona will have enough to move the chains. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
Lets it fly. Touchdown, Arizona. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
What a throw by the QB. You think about it, you don't have much space near the sideline, and he put that thing right on the outside of the sideline where his receiver could go make a play. Not only does he make the play, I'm pretty sure he got a foot in bounds, and that's a great touchdown catch. What a playmaker.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Bishop. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards.
There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Here's the pressure. That's caught. It's Staley. Still running at the 40. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
They just keep firing. Makes the grab. It's Staley. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Jefferson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have first and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Trying to march in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteer. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdown.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hunter. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Reads it, fires complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Arizona runs out the punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Makes the catch near the 50. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Final play of the quarter coming. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So the final period starts with a second down play. They go to the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And they're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on 2nd down from the 13. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And you got to find a matchup.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. 1st down and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front.
Going for it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw again. They're setting up the screen. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to scramble. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Arizona right back to the line.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Hudson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And with a lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll leave it with him. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
The Vols are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Arizona! The defense putting points on the board.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back to pass on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
One more play to pad the stats. On fourth down, going to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will, throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.